I don't want to rehash everything. You can look back at my post history to see the full story, so I'll post a brief overview and add a little more background. Mostly, I'm just looking for a place where I can communicate with people who have been through similar experiences, and my posts won't just be spammed with bitter people calling my wife all kinds of names and telling me that I'm an idiot and a cuckold. We've been married for 10 years now, and we lived together for over 5 years before we got married. Long story long, I discovered some old emails from 2008 between my wife and an old friend of hers. I dug in and found several other emails and pieced together that she had gone on several dates with another man and that, on at least one occasion, they had sex after one of the dates. We were dating long distance at this point, but we had already agreed that I would leave my current job and move in with her, so we were in an exclusive relationship. Things were a little rocky after we first moved in, but after those first couple of years we found our feet, and our relationship and marriage has been absolutely wonderful. We have very open communication, and while we didn't necessarily do it consciously, we know each other's passwords and pins to unlock each other's phones. We've never had a problem asking one another to look through each other's phone to find something like a recipe or a shopping list, or showing the other a funny text/meme. She's never guarded her communications as it seems most actively cheating partners do. As to why she didn't tell me, she knew that my only other long-term relationship ended when my girlfriend cheated on me. I never went through any sort of counseling for it, and it really damaged me. She knew it was a deal breaker for me, and if she told me then, it would have been over with no questions asked. Hell, I know that back then would have likely ruined my ability to have a healthy relationship ever again. In the middle of the cheating, she had a conversation with a friend saying she didn't feel guilty and that she wasn't sure if she wanted to be with him or me. He was from a very wealthy family, working for the family business, and at that point I was a poor, broke guy just starting my career. This particular friend encouraged her to continue things with the other man simply for materialistic reasons. A few weeks later, in another convo with a different friend, she confided that she had grown to dislike spending time with the other man because she kept thinking of me, and it really drove home that she wanted to be with me and not him. She also expressed regret that she didn't figure this out before she cheated. But I was her first real relationship, and this came all at a time when she had recently been kicked out of her graduate program. Many of her close friends had moved away to begin careers, and I was a 6-hour drive away, and we could only see each other about one weekend per month or so. She has not used those as excuses with me, but after reading through a lot of her conversations from that time period, it was pretty evident that she was depressed and going through a very self-destructive phase. I didn't know the full extent at the time. When I found this out a few weeks back, I was so incredibly hurt. I grieved, I am still grieving, and I was angry. Above all of these things, though, I knew I still loved my wife and, more importantly, I am still in love with my wife. I did some stealthing through her social media accounts and found absolutely no evidence of any other infidelity. I even went through her text history and searched relevant keywords, nada. As I said, I am still hurting and shaken because all of this is new to me. I have started seeing a therapist again, and we are going to marriage counseling. She has been willing to sit and talk whenever I need to talk or ask questions. She acknowledges the pain she caused and continues to ask for forgiveness, and she wants to put in work to repair things. She hasn't tried to discount my feelings because it happened when it happened. Honestly, she seems to be doing all the right things. I know we have a tough road ahead. We're going to have some extremely rough discussions ahead, but we love another, and I am hopeful for our future together. Thanks for reading my stream of consciousness. I know that others have dealt with much harder, recent, and traumatic infidelity experiences, but it is oddly comforting to know that there are other people going through somewhat similar issues and that they are willing to work to save their marriages. I felt like everyone else on Reddit was angry that I wasn't ready to file for divorce immediately.